Hi, I'm Jen. It's nice to meet you. And what is your name?
My name's Michelle. Nice to meet you.
Hi, Michelle. What brings you in today?
I've been feeling very stressed out, work-wise, and having summers off is rough. I work for a school district, and I'm basically unemployed in the summer. So finding a job that's only for summer and works with school and my dog and everything else that's going on in life is pretty tough.
Yeah, I mean, that has to be hard, not knowing where your next paycheck's going to come from.
Yeah.
So you have to show. So what do you do in the summer?
I babysit for different families and
That's awesome.
trying to find babysitting gigs as much as I can to keep up with the bills.
And have you been successful?
Yes, but it's kind of hard. You never know what kind of kid you're gonna get.
That's true.
Like babies are kind of tough.
Yeah.
So I have one babysitting gig with a baby that's 6 months old,
Oh,
and
it's hard.
it's hard. Just
Like no break.
yeah,
You're on.
I feel like a mom, and I'm definitely not. So yeah, I'm overwhelmed, like I'm worn out from him.
Well, that's good though. It seems like you are finding employment, which is great. And you mentioned you have a dog.
Yes.
Aw, how is your dog, young or old?
Yes, he's 4 months old and not potty trained, and not allowed in my apartment right now. So that's really hard.
And why? Is there a reason he's not allowed in?
We're not allowed pets in my apartment, but my boyfriend decided to give me a puppy as a gift, and kind of went, I don't know, spare of the moment, went to see puppies, got me a puppy, and it was great. I'm so happy for it, but it's also very stressful at the same time.
Sure.
So I just want to have him there, like actually get to enjoy him, but I can't. And it's like we're co-parenting, switching the puppy from house to house, which also isn't good for the puppy. And now we both have school in the summer and work, so now we're like, how are we supposed to take care of the puppy?
It's like having that kid.
Yeah, exactly. But
Yes.
you can't give the puppy back. And I
No.
wouldn't want to give the puppy back. Like, you can't give the kid back.
Yeah.
But I don't know how to, I guess, say, I'm stressed out because you got me this dog, but also thank you. It's
Yeah.
kind of
It's
hard.
like a double-edged sword.
Yes.
Yeah. So, and you mentioned that there were other things going on that are causing you to feel overwhelmed. And what would you say is your biggest stressor right now for you?
Well, I guess it's puppy related because my mom and his mom and dad are like, you guys shouldn't have gotten a puppy, like without having your own space and all that. But I would say the puppy has been beneficial to everyone. But also, it's like hearing the constant, like, oh, look, your dog pooped, or look, how are you going to feed the dog? You guys are not around. Like, everybody else is taking care of the dog, too. It's not just your responsibility. And, obviously, the vet bills add up because he still needs a bunch of shots and preventatives because he's so little, we got him so young, which we wanted to enjoy every bit of the puppy, but clearly we made a better choice if he was a little older.
Yeah, it does get expensive. How has the puppy been beneficial for you?
I look forward to coming home and knowing like I can pet my puppy and kind of relax and have someone there that's not able to speak. I guess
Right.
it's kind of nice, especially like after this school year. I was so stressed out at work that coming home to him and like, this is so nice. But it's just hard not having him around.
I'm
Because,
sure.
it's like I benefit, but I can't benefit to the full extent because I'm getting a lot of anxiety from having to sneak him in just in case I'm going to get bothered by it or like my landlord
Oh,
can't
you're
have
not
a puppy.
barking.
Yeah, and now he's starting to get his little voice and whining a lot. So he's back with my boyfriends are like, you need time until he chills out a little. So that's very stressful. But yeah, it's pretty much the puppy. It's hard because I can't really complain because it was such a nice, like, very generous gift. Because puppies are super expensive. So that's really hard.
So there's no giving it back to your mind. That you have to keep it, or do you feel like?
I tried to have a discussion about it with my boyfriend. I don't know how seriously he takes it, I guess, but when it comes down to it, if he can't stay full time at his house or in my apartment, then we're kind of, in other words, screwed. But even just the thought of like letting him go or like being in another house would like get me super upset. So
Of course, yeah.
and I've been anxious about it. Like, oh no, like what happens if we do have to give him away? Like we're not gonna ever. I wouldn't want another puppy because that was my first puppy of like my own. So that's just the thought bugs me out.
Yeah, I could see it in your face. It was like overwhelmed by the idea. Are his parents like okay with the dog, or do they feel like want the dog here?
First, Dad was cool. Mom was a little, complaining about it as usual. I mean, like, it's understandable. But at the end of the day, like if we do need a place for him or like help taking care of him, they'll do it.
Yeah.
Even though he does sometimes go a little complaining. But it's still like, I feel bad. I also don't want to put that responsibility on them because they didn't sign up for that. It was us who were said, yeah, we want a puppy, oh my god. So I'm just hoping that somebody somehow is able to stay with me.
Do you have a plan in place or some ideas in terms of how to make this work to your advantage and the dog's advantage?
I hope to find a way to get him to stay. I don't know exactly how. I think the worst case would be obviously having to give him up, but also we'll try and see if he can stay at my boyfriend's because they're getting a new home. So the dog will have a little more space there and wouldn't be so active because they also got a new puppy around the same time we did. But he's older, so now it's like 3 dogs in their house, and they're just like, okay, we're already pushing it with 2. 3 is a lot. So I don't know. I think I'm just more worried about like if we did have to give my puppy up, it's like my boyfriend's efforts to get it, and for me, it make me happy. That's gonna like feel like I'm crushing myself and crushing him because he was really excited to give me the puppy,
I'm sure.
and it just kind of will suck.
Do you, is your, because I assume you're renting and that's why you can't have the dog, is the landlord, like, have you talked to the landlord about possibilities?
No, I'm kind of scared too because they're pretty strict. So we're trying to figure it out. I mean, I definitely am not in a position to like move out from my house at all. No, I'm like going to school, not really making such great money at my job now, so it's not like it could be doable, but it wouldn't be a good time, I would say. So
Yeah.
that's why it's either like we find a way to keep him or we have to give him up, but we just don't know. And I feel like it's gonna be worse if the longer we have him around.
Right.
So I kind of expressed that where it's like either we keep him and we know we're gonna struggle a little bit, or we just give him up so that we're not getting attached. Because like that's my thing. It's like he's already been around for like almost 2 months with us. That I'm like, hello, I'm used to him being around and getting excited when we get home. Like it's like I don't know if I'm setting myself up for a disappointment.
And you mentioned like how you feel like nervous that if you do end up having to give it up, how that would affect your relationship. Am I understanding that correctly? Like, do you feel like it would impact your relationship in a negative way with your boyfriend?
I wouldn't say a relationship itself. I would say just his feeling about being able to provide me that gift and like that childhood dream I've always wanted. That I feel like I'm gonna take it away from him, that fact somehow, even though I couldn't express how appreciative I am for even getting it in the first place. Even if it was for a little bit, just the thought that someone would go out of their way and be like, you know what, like I want to give you that and make you happy. That's the hard part.
Did he know that you can't have dogs? Is he
Yes.
like wishful thinking?
Yes. Well, this I totally forgot. My sister said that the pup could stay with her and my nephew until we eventually moved out, which we plan on in the next 2 or 3 years, which isn't that long if you think about it. Just until we both finish with school and find a job. So she had agreed to do that, and within a day she was like, I can't. She's like, this is a lot. Like, you know what? I can't come get your dog. So like that threw us for
Yeah, that must have been like super disappointing and like thinking now like what the heck.
Yeah. So my nephew really loves dogs and wanted a puppy, so my boyfriend wanted to get me the dog. So I was like, oh, this is like a perfect time for me to also share like something joyful with him. He gets to enjoy him while he's little, help me raise him. We'll both, you know, obviously help out. We're responsible for any cost. It's basically just providing a home for him.
Right.
And that didn't work out, and he was very sad. And obviously, I was sad, mad, like enraged with my sister because I'm like, you agreed to this, and this is why we like fully signed the papers that this dog's ours. So ever since then, it kind of put a bitter relationship with my sister and I because I'm like, it's kind of like another person. It's not a toy or that's me reach a fish, but it's not a fish you can flush down the toilet when it dies or something. It's a dog. Yeah, it's like a person.
Yeah.
They know everything, so that's been the toughest part because it's like we're kind of settled and then out of nowhere my sister was like, no, you need to pick up your dog.
And was it just, how old is your nephew?
17. So he's capable of
like helping with
yes, and he was willing to do it. It's just she's not such a fan of dogs. So I guess like in her environment.
And has she ever had a dog?
They did. My two older sisters did when they were very little.
So it was not necessarily for them to take care of.
Yeah.
So she probably truly did not even know what she was getting into.
Exactly.
Well, puppy's hard.
Yeah. And then we didn't know.
Yeah, it's
he's
like
gonna be
baby.
this much work. Yeah, we're like,
when they're
whoa.
puppies, it's like another baby.
Yeah, and then we like switch her from house to house. We're like, oh god, this is like real
With all his
co-parenting.
stuff, right?
Yes,
You take
his
all
food,
this
his
stuff.
little duffel bag, everything. Taking him to the doctor, making sure we have time to go to the doctor, getting him his shots.
You definitely sound like good pet owners.
No, we definitely we spoil our dog.
What's your dog's name?
Bruno.
Bruno.
Yes,
Is
he's
Bruno little or big?
He's very little. He's gonna be like 16 pounds.
Oh, that's so cute.
Yeah, so like how could you get him such a
Cutie.
yeah, so it's, I don't know what's gonna happen.
It's a hard situation for sure. Yeah.
I just don't want too much time to go by and end up having to like let's say be 2-3 more months in and be like, oh, I have to give my dog up, like it's been with me and knows us. And literally when we first saw him he like went up on the cage and was like patting his paws, and even the next day when we came back to pick him up, he like knew it was us. He was like, and we're like, oh my god, like he already knows. Like we were, like it was just like a weird connection. I don't get like emotional over animals really, but with him, like I was like teared up the second I held him. I was like, whoa, this is like so amazing. Like this is such a cute animal. And ever since then, it's
hopefully you can figure something out. I mean, maybe his parents want some flexibility and, you know, letting him stay. It's hard to have to figure out. Like, did you get him from a pet store?
Yeah.
So you can't bring him back.
no. We would have to
Like, find another family.
yeah. So that would suck.
He sounds really cute, and he's still. That's the other thing too, because he's so young. Like if you had to give him up, it would be to like his advantage because he's still up. You know what I mean?
Yeah, then
People will be like,
pictures.
oh, I want that, because they never want the older dogs.
Yeah, which makes it sadder because I'm like, I wanted him.
Yes. Yeah, and I have to share with you because I think it has meaning and purpose. I mean, when I was your age, my boyfriend and I made the same decision, and I went to the pound and I found a dog, and we have animals at my house growing up, cats, dogs, fish, you know. I was like, oh, what's one more dog? And we didn't consult with anybody, and he got the dog. His name was Duke, and he would take him to work at the garage, and it seemed like the perfect plan. we ended up, like, because my parents were like, we're not taking in another animal, like, seriously, and his parents were completely against it. And we ended up finding a really nice one for him. And I could go visit him, and it was, like, so nice. And he was still in my neighborhood, so I would still, like, see Duke, and I'm like, oh, look how big he is, you know. But it's hard. Like, I totally can understand and relate to what you're saying. And because for some people, animals are like their children or family, you know, and it makes it hard. I think having a plan, like, might help because you seem very, and tell me if I'm wrong, but it seems like you're very anxious about it or worried, and, you know, of course it brings up a lot of emotion of sadness. And
Yeah, I just kind of want to be settled with him, or just, I guess, do the other option. But it's just been hard. He's so cute, so it's kind of hard not to get attached. And pretty much everyone, both sides of our families, like, love him. My niece even started speaking more when she saw a dog. She tries to talk to the dog.
How old is she?
She's 2 years old.
She's 2.
Yeah, and she's been having trouble, speaking. Ever since the dog, it's like, Bruno, good boy, like, in her own little baby voice, but, like, she's trying to talk so much more, so that was positive, and just, like, keeping us kind of chill, and, like, you know, it's also teaching us responsibility, too.
That's
like,
right.
What could be in the future, so I just, I don't know, I would hate to give him up and see something, like, what I find valuable, to let go.
Right. Sure. And I think maybe, you know, like, having a plan could help ease some of that worry or anxiety you have, you know.
Yeah. I've said talk to my boyfriend about that more, like, I guess, get down to business.
Yeah.
See what is going to actually happen before we get in a way worse situation.
It's hard to look at the what if we have to give them away, you know. But I think then that perpetuates that anxiety, you know, because you're constantly in your head like, what are you doing? How are we going to do this? Where's he going to go? He's getting older. Like the pressures of your parents, his parents.
Yeah, it's very overwhelming.
Yeah. Plus just life, school, work.
It's like a kid.
Yeah. Yeah.
Balancing all three is going to be tough either way.
It's true. Very true. So, for next week when we meet, do you think there's a, you know, what is your plan from like this week in terms of dealing with the dog?
I would say I'd have to speak to my boyfriend and actually sit down and say, what do we plan on doing with Bruno? If we're going to keep him, I mean, the whole time has to be like pretty much at his place, or if that's not possible, then he has to go. Like, I'm trying to be realistic about it without getting emotional, but that's just how it is. It's either one or the other. I think I need to get more serious about it and make him understand that this is actually serious, because it is another life.
Yeah. And then you don't want the pressures from his family, you know, any negativity.
Yeah, from either side. I just want us all to be okay.
Yeah, for sure. Well, maybe that's something that we can look at for next week.
Yes, for sure.
Well, it was so nice to meet you. Good luck. Give that doggy some kisses for me. You sound so cute.
Thank you.
Right. Take care. Have a good night.